Hello YouTube viewers, this is Dr. Mozam Tivana here, and in today's class we are going to talk about the working principle of EDGE. Now, as you all know, EDGE stands for Enhanced Data Rates for Global Evolution, and EDGE is also known as a 2.75G mobile communication system. Now, what was the purpose of Edge? The purpose of Edge was basically to increase the data rate from 2.5 G or GPRS network to provide enhanced data rate. So we moved on to the 2.75 G, which is also known as the Edge. And when an operator basically upgrades its network from GPRS to Edge to have enhanced data rates, in that case the core network essentially remains the same except for few minor software modifications. So the upgrade is not very costly from GPRS to Edge. And now the question comes that how we are able to get the enhanced data rates in the edge. To get the enhanced data rate in the edge, we use the modulation and coding schemes or MCS in the edge. And how it is done, we come to it right now. This means that we are basically not only adopting the modulation as a function of the channel conditions, but we are also adopting the coding schemes for that. And how we do that, I come to it right now. Now, for example, here is a mobile, and we know that a mobile in GSM network, it is allocated a 200 kilohertz frequency band in the uplink and also a 200 kilohertz frequency band in the downlink. And these two 200 kilohertz frequency channels in the uplink and in the downlink is known as the duplex frequency pair. And these 200 kilohertz channels are then further subdivided into 8 time slots, means 8 time slots in the uplink and 8 time slots in the downlink. And first of all, now assume that one time slot is allocated to this mobile station in the uplink and in the downlink. Now, in the case of GSM or in the case of GPRS, the mobile, if the mobile is using these time slots, one time slot in the uplink and one in the downlink, so it will use the GMSK modulation scheme. And in the GMSK modulation scheme, we can send 1 bit per sample. But on the contrary, in the case of Edge, Edge can not only use GMSK, but it can also use 8 PSK modulation. And in the 8 PSK modulation, we know that we can send 3 bits per sample. This means that data rate is straight away multiplied by 3 times when we use 8 PSK. And when we use 8 PSK, this comes in the domain of the modulation coding, that or modulation adaptation that we do in the case of Edge. So what is modulation adaptation? Modulation adaptation is that when the mobile station is near to the base station, in that case mobile station channel conditions, radio channel conditions for the mobile station are good. This means that it is getting a higher powered signal from its own base station, and it is getting less interferences from the neighboring base station. So the mobile's signal to noise ratio is good. This means that it can use a higher modulation scheme, which is 8 PSK in this case. This means that on this time slot there will be 3 bit per samples going with each sample. So this means that we are getting a higher data rate in the good channel conditions. Now, as the mobile station moves away from the base station, its channel condition would naturally degrade because the power it is receiving from its own mobile would decrease, and the interferences from the neighboring base stations would increase. So in that case, if we use 8 PSK, then there would be more bit errors. So it's not useful to use 8 PSK. So we switch back to GMSK, in which we are at a lesser data rate as we are sending 1 bit per sample. So this is known as the modulation adaptation that we do in the case of Edge, that and we try to get advantage of good channel conditions by using 8 PSK in those conditions. But in Edge, not only do we use modulation adaptation, but we also use coding adaptation. What is coding adaptation? That, for example, the channel conditions are good, and one the mobile station is using this time slot either in the uplink or in the downlink. Then in this time slot, out of the total effective data rate that the a one time slot is carrying, we would use more bits for the data or the user information, and we use lesser number of bits for the error correction, because total effective data rate in a time slot is basically sum of the user information bits and the error correction bits. So if the channel conditions are good, we don't need too many bits for the error correction, so we will use more data bits and our data rate is good. And which case is this? This case is the case when we are near to the base station. And when we move away from the base station and the channel condition degrades, in that case of bad channel conditions, basically we need more bits for the error correction, and consequently the user data bits would decrease. This means that if we are farther away, we move farther away from the base station, we need more and more bits for the error correction, so the user data bits in a time slot would decrease. So this is known as the channel adaptation, that we try to make use of good channel conditions to have enhanced or higher data rates when we are for example near to the base station. Now in Edge we are using modulation adaptation and coding adaptation, so their combination is known as modulation coding scheme, and we have 9 types of modulation coding schemes. And what are they? For example, here in this case, when mobile station has the best channel conditions, we are using MCS 9 or modulation encoding scheme 9. And in this case, we are using 8 PSK modulation for a higher data rate, and we are using less bits for error correction. So the user data rate is 59.2 kbps, which is the highest in one time slot. Now when we move further away, then we use the channel condition degrade, because interferences increase. So we are using MCS 8, which still uses 8 PSK, because in this condition we can still use 8 PSK for higher data rate, but we need more bits for the error correction. If we had used MCS 9 here, error correction bits were less, error would be higher. So in order to decrease that error, we increase the error correction bits, so the data rate decreases, and in this case it becomes 54.4, which was in the case of MCS 9 59.2. Now as we move further away, and in that case we are using basically MCS 7, and MCS 7 still uses 8 PSK. This means that here we are using more bits for the error correction, and user data rate basically decreases to 44.8 kbps. And now moving further away, we use MCS 6, where data rate further decreases to 29.6, because we are increasing the error correction, more error correction bits. And then we move to the MCS 5, in which we are still using 8 PSK, but error correction bits have increased and user data is decreased to 22.4 kbps. Now when we move to the further move away and we use the MCS 4, in this case 8 PS use of 8 PSK is no more favorable. So what we would do, that we will switch to the GMSK. This would mean that the data rate has reduced, because we are not using 3 bit per symbol but 1 bit per symbol. So in that case the user data rate is 74.4 kbps. And moving further away, for MCS 3 we have GMSK modulation, but we are user data rate has increased to 14.8, and for MCS 2 data rate is 11.2, and for MCS 1 we have the worst conditions, we use the GMSK. This means that we are at the edge of the cell, and the user data rate is 8.4 kbps. So now the comparison between the theoretical and the actual user data rates. Now we told you that in the best channel conditions we are using MCS9. This means that when we have the ideal channel conditions and we are very near to the base station, in that case in one time slot we are getting the data rate of 59.2 kbps, and a mobile can be assigned up to 8 such time slots maximum. So when a user is assigned 8 such time slot, in that case the theoretical data rate a user can get is 473.6 kbps, but actually we don't get that data rate, theoretical data rate. We get data rate in few hundred kbs. And why is that? Because the actual data rate depends upon number of data users in cell, because these uh, time slots are being shared between the mobile users in a packet switched manner. So this means that it is not necessary that if there are many users that are using an edge network for the data call, in that case it is not necessary that a user can get 8, always get 8 time slot. If it gets less time slot, the data rate would be less. And so propagation conditions would also mean that we would not use MCS9, but we may use MCS5 or MCS4 in the bad channel condition, and the worst we will use MCS1. And obviously the propagation conditions depend upon distance from the BTS. So now when we use edge, basically edge uses the same core network as in the case of GPRS. In the GPRS, we use we introduced two main entities in the core network, that was SGSN and the GGSN, and those same entities can now be used for the edge network. So, and on the base station actually we need to change some do some minor hardware modifications, because we are also using 8 PSK, and we are also adopting the coding scheme. So there is some hardware changes on the BTS, but in general the network architecture involves some software changes and minor upgradations. So thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.